Hey guys, what's up? It's Amanda. Welcome back to my channel and welcome to today's video. Today we are doing my favorite thing of the month, which is our budget. So we are going to be budgeting for the month of June. Today we're just filming a budget. I'm not doing a whole reset or anything. I've done that kind of out on my own time, and if you want to, I guess I can go through it in a different vlog, but just today wanted to get back to the basics, back to just doing a simple old budget. So if you've never been here before, my name is Amanda. I am 25 years old. I am a nurse. I have 2 bachelor's degrees, one of them obviously being nursing and the other one is in human development. So with 2 bachelor degrees comes a whole heck of a lot of student loan debt. So I started my journey in January of 2020. Little did I know that the pandemic was going to happen and life was going to get crazy. But basically since then I have paid off my car, paid off about $40,000 of debt, and we're sitting around 80-ish now. So making some progress. In the next few months I'm hoping to refinance my loans to have a lower monthly payment, because right now it's about $1,200. I also just bought a house, hence we're at a house. And my husband and I are expecting our first baby in September. So a lot of crazy things have happened since I started my debt-free journey. And with that, I feel like my thoughts and beliefs and stuff have changed slightly. So I'm not as like super strict with myself, I guess, on spending, and things have changed. But we will start off by going through May's budget, seeing what went well, what needs improvement, making sure everything's ready to go and that everything's squared away, and then we will create our budget for June. For me, my budget is pretty strict. I feel like I don't make too many like big purchases outside of my budget unless it's something that like I had no idea about and like feel like I have to do. But yeah, with that being said, let's get on into our budget. All right, so overall I feel like May was a decently good month. I think I prepared myself that I was gonna go over budget. After doing my budget, I realized that I had more things going on than I had initially planned for, which is totally okay, happens. Like I said, it's a budget. It's not like I have to stick to every single penny every time. But yeah, let's just kind of go through everything. So for paychecks, my first paycheck ended up being more and my second paycheck ended up being less. I don't remember why my first paycheck is more. But my second paycheck being less was because I left work 4 hours early one day, and honestly only being $43, $42.61 less was definitely okay. So I got to hang out with Alex and our family instead of being at work. So, you know, I don't do it very often, but it was an exception. AdSense, this was a fantastic month for me. May was, well, I guess technically April was. May is definitely not as good. But I made $192 from AdSense in the month of April, which I get paid for in May. And then the daycare, I had my last shift at the daycare, which I'll talk about when we talk about our June budget. But I had 3 paychecks from there. So we made $184 there. And then from the daycare, she applied for this like federal grant stipend thing for employees. So I got an extra $200, so I can't complain about that. So I ended up making more than I had anticipated, which is always the goal. That's always what I hope happens, because the worst thing would be if I made less and then I was like, it would not be good. I haven't put my things into savings yet, but I mentioned this in my last budget video that my plan is to eventually buy a new computer. So I am saving all of my AdSense and YouTube money, anything I make from creation. I am saving that for a new computer. So that's where that 192 went. My joint account, my second little chunk actually comes out today, so I threw that in. Credit card and gas was fine. One thing that came out that I was not prepared for was my yearly subscription to Thematic, which is just kind of a place that I get all of my music for YouTube videos. So it happens, not a big deal, but it's something that I need to remember for the future. Next up is miscellaneous. So I went over on miscellaneous, but I did not spend anything on house things, so I'm just gonna delete that real quick. Like I said, miscellaneous, I knew I was gonna go over, but honestly, only being $35 over is nothing crazy, especially because I ended up going shopping, and like I did a lot of stuff in May and spent a good amount of money, and you know, it happens. And I actually did a no spend week, or like a low spend week. It is what it is. There's nothing I can really do about it, but it's fine. Planet Fitness is the same. I really just need to cancel it. I know. And then my student loan payment is the same. So with that being said, we have $397. Actually, that's a lie, because I need to transfer some of my savings things. Let's transfer. Okay, so we have 500. We'll just make this an even 500 and 192. So 1,192 and 41 cents. Okay, so let's go in and create our budget for June. First things first, we need to throw in our rollover. It's funny that we're still on March. No, that's not true. Oh shoot. May rollover. All right, paychecks. I think it's still only, is June, okay. July is a 3 paycheck month, so that's exciting. That's coming up. I love that 3 paycheck months happen on my birthday month. So June, we just have 2 paychecks. We'll do 1950 and 1950. Easy enough. AdSense, I'm only at like $100 right now, so we'll do 110. And the grant, obviously we don't have either. Saving stuff for now, I'm just gonna zero out, and then AdSense goes straight to computer. Cool. Joint account, again, you know, both transfer $1,800 a month. That covers our, I almost said rent, our mortgage, all of our bills, groceries, if we go out to eat, if we do anything, if we buy something for the house, for the most part. So that is something that's there. I do keep track of it on the side to make sure that we're not spending more than we're putting in, making sure everything's okay there. But it's not something that I really ever share here, but if you're interested in that, let me know and I will be sure to include that in the next video. And let's go see how much we owe on our credit card this month. So if you don't know, I only use my credit card to pay for gas, and if you are living under a rock, then you would not know, or you would know, that gas is so freaking expensive. And since we've moved, I've had to pay more for gas because I live further away from work and further away from a lot of things. So I literally fill up my car like once a month, or once a week. So my lovely gas credit card bill is gonna be $199.84. Ha ha ha. That's a lot of money. I'm not prepared for that. I should, but it is nice using my credit card because it's not something that I necessarily have to budget for, if that makes sense. Like, I just back pay for it. So I like it. It's a little more predictable because gas prices and gas is not predictable. But anyway, yeah. Thematic music we don't pay for. iCloud, all my bills and stuff are the same. Miscellaneous. Let's take a look at what we are doing in the month of June. Honestly, I work the first and last weekend, so nothing will happen that weekend. Another one of those weekends we have a wedding, so obviously I'll pay for a wedding present, but that'll be with Alex and my joint account. I don't think I have anything planned. Like, I really don't have anything planned. I know I'm gonna probably buy some more maternity clothes because it's been a struggle. I feel like my like spring wardrobe is okay, but once it starts getting warm out, I'm definitely gonna need more. And at this point, like, it's not challenging to not buy baby clothes, but it's harder to not buy baby clothes. So we'll do 300 again, and then Planet Fitness is the same, student loan is the same, and that leaves me with $741.63. So my three like main categories for saving have been, well, actually I have four. I have my emergency fund, I have my deductible because we have a high deductible plan, so I just want to ensure that we have enough money to cover all of my medical expenses, especially being pregnant. I have just like a general savings, and then I have my computer savings now. So obviously we have what we're putting into the computer savings. Like I said before, I'm not in any hurry to buy a new computer, so I'm just for now going to leave AdSense, go straight to the computer. Easy enough. In terms of deductible, I'm like 99.9% sure that I'm done saving for it, so I'm gonna not put anything there. I think I'm gonna leave it there. I don't know. We're not gonna put anything there, and then we will do the 741.63 for savings. And I'm gonna close out of the budget because if I add something or change something, like, it's not that big of a deal that you're not seeing it. But I wanted to quick kind of just talk out loud, I guess, on what my thought process is. So if you don't know, I am pregnant, like I said, and I am going to be on maternity leave, and I'm taking 12 weeks of maternity leave. So my current position at the hospital is called a variable position, so that means I can work anywhere from a 0.7 to a 0.9 in a pay period. I usually always get scheduled at a 0.9. I've been working at a 0.9, so for the most part that doesn't change. With that comes an additional like pay increase. I don't have to have any on-call hours, but the only big negative with it is that when I take short-term disability, which is what I have to do for the first 6 weeks of maternity leave, that only gets paid out at a 0.7, and on top of that, short-term disability is only paid at 66% of your income. So for the first 6 weeks of my maternity leave, I'm gonna be making significantly less. Alex and I have sat down, we've gone over what the difference is gonna be, because obviously, like, I make more than I need right now because I'm able to save money consistently every month. But for those months that I am going to be, or those paychecks, I guess, that I'm gonna be on short-term disability, I'm gonna be making only like $1,000 a month versus, or $1,000 a paycheck versus $1,900. So it's almost like half of what I make currently. And then for the second chunk of 6 weeks, I am going to be like FMLA, but like I have to take vacation and use my own hours and stuff. So for that, I only take it at a 0.7 because I only have to take it at a 0.7 because I want to have a few hours left over when I come back. I don't want to be completely at 0, but that gets paid fully. And if I had more hours available, I could supplement the short-term disability to get myself to 100%. But unfortunately, last year I got married and had a honeymoon, and I did not plan that we were gonna have a baby, but didn't really fully take into consideration saving up hours and stuff. But anyway, basically, Alex and I have sat down and kind of calculated out how much I'm gonna need to, and I say I because Alex is gonna be working normally, but like how much I need to save to continue making the contributions to our joint account, because that's nothing that can budge, and then being able to make my student loan payments. And I think that we had determined that I was going to need to save about $3,000 over the next 3 months. Okay, that's a lot. About $3,000 over the next few months. Granted, I already have some savings. But where this tangent is going is I actually think that I probably should start like not a separate savings account, but a separate category for that stuff. But I think I'm just going to have my savings be my savings for maternity leave and everything. Yeah, that was quite the tangent. But you know, it'd be nice if we had maternity leave and paternity leave in the US that was paid, fully paid. But you know, we don't, and there's nothing I can do about it currently. But anyway, now that I'm done with that tangent, I think that's it for the budget for June. I'm interested to see how this month goes. I talked about this before, but I'm not working at the daycare anymore, so I'm not that I'm missing out on that much money, but it will be interesting to see how that impacts my budgets in the future. But yeah, thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure you give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any more videos from me, and I will see you guys next time. Bye.